Philly sports, love and pain. I'm Dave, and that's Kenny.
I own a house, so that automatically makes me 32 and
Kenny,
successful.
Kenny, you're such a man. You are such a fucking man. And look at you sitting
Well,
in the how's this for irony though? Where are you sitting right now?
in my basement.
All right. So listen, what's up, guys? We've missed you. We've missed you so much. You know, things are busy. It's summer. I wanted to go on vacation. I'm such an asshole. Kenny had a baby. Way to go, Dick. You made the population even one more big.
The sperm worked.
You know, fuck us for wanting to take some time off. But listen, we took a couple weeks off. We're back. We're energized. And, you know, already what happens? Instantly get into a Twitter fight about Aaron Nola.
I was fired the fuck up.
Listen, for anybody who doesn't know yet, I mean, if you follow this podcast, you probably already know. Kenny was in it today with another dude that does a podcast.
Another podcast.
And listen.
Once every 15 weeks to see how the season shakes up.
Listen,
fraud, bitch.
Listen, I am not about the podcast war thing. That's weird to me because then it's basically the same thing as what the dudes do on radio, and I don't want to do that, you know. But like this guy, I mean, this guy's like he's got no vision other than what he sees, man. Like, listen, I like to die on hills. I choose weird hills to die on, and I die on them. Fine, and I wore that. I wore it. I wear it. I do. But I know when. I also know when to say when, right? Like this guy is still banging the Aaron Nola drum. Dude. And listen, dude, is he the worst pitcher to ever play baseball? No. But he should not. He is not a. First of all, he's not an ace. So people need to stop with that. He's a 3. And
there's nothing wrong with that. We need a 3.
There's nothing wrong with that. But when the dude fucks up, and when you know he's like Kenny the other day was like, "Yo, can we bet on if Aaron Nola's going to give up a homer?" I was like, "No, you can't bet on that. It's going to be fucking minus 1,000." Listen, first things first.
Oh, God.
Let's go.
Me and my willies.
First things first. Aaron Nola is fine. He's a fine pitcher. I know he came from Philly. He's homegrown. I get all that. I get that. But that dude can absolutely not be your number 2 guy going into the playoffs. He just can't.
He can't even be your number 1.
You can't.
Jay, text me, Jay. Is that better?
Yeah, you must have been too far away from the mic.
Yeah, I was chomping. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jay. Shout out to Jay, by the way. And hey, listen, while we're on the subject, we will be having our Eagles season preview kickoff show, however the fuck you want to put it, September 5th. Is when
it's not 9/11.
It will be September 5th live, and then it'll be on whatever. But we're going to have some special guests, some dudes that you may have seen on here before, maybe a dude or two that you've never seen on here before. I don't know. We'll see.
And maybe the Philly fanatic.
Maybe. Never say never, but never.
I'm absolutely going to paint my face green.
I must spit that out.
You're welcome.
Aaron Nola is fine. Aaron Nola is not a dependable, and by that I mean he is not going to be the guy to step up when your team is struggling and you need a shutdown guy. He's just not. I don't care what the stats. I don't care. I'm a stat guy. They're like nitpicking stats to try to find like what he's good at.
Let's exclude the years that he was really bad.
Let's not count 2016 because he got injured in August. What?
Yeah. All those games before August don't fucking count. You know what the fucked up part about this guy? And I don't fucking
First
care.
of all, hold on. I need to say this. First of all, he did not say that. He went along with it, but the guy whose post he shared said that, and then he agreed with it. So let's just whatever. Set the record straight.
I extended an olive branch to this guy last night. I apologize from my personal account, which I don't fucking use anymore. You know what I mean? And if you guys don't know,
really.
Dave tweets 95% of the tweets. You'll know if it's me tweeting because it's offensive and aggressive.
Yeah, my buddy Mike, and I think Mike's going to be on the pod for
Nice.
the Eagles thing. Mike immediately sent me a text, and it was a screenshot of a tweet, and it looks like it looks like Kenny's at the wheel.
Yeah. So no big deal. So like him and I have been going back and forth, and my problem with that guy is he just won't admit that, like, hey, his fucking takes are shitty. And like when we have shitty takes, we walk it back and we're like, all right, I still stand by what I said, but you're right in this case. He can't do that. He'll call you a fucking loser. He'll laugh in your face. I'm fucking tired of that guy. So I extended an olive branch last night. I was nice. He didn't respond. And then Nola gives up 2 home runs. Yeah, 2 home runs. Then I extend an apology because he pitched really well yesterday. He did. Outside of those 2 home runs, he looked good.
He did.
And then I don't know what set me off today, but something set me the fuck off. And then I just eviscerated him. And then he threatened to beat me up, which is weird. I said you got a little Nola cum on your face, and you might have thought I had fucked his mom in his basement.
That's a wild burn, though.
I just kept going back to it too. I'm like, "Ooh, there's some more on your chin."
That's a wild burn. That is. It really is.
He's like, and then he sends my fucking combo to Dave's personal Twitter. Like, Dave's my fucking mom, and Dave's gonna ground me and take my Wi-Fi time away from me.
Go get your boy.
Yeah, go get your boy. Like, fuck off.
That's not he. For the record, he did not say that. I said that. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Like the
fraudulent.
I wish the dude well. Like, if he ever wants to come on this podcast and like argue with us, I would fucking love it. Be a popcorn moment. Like, I'm all about it, man. No, we're not sitting over here in our ivory tower acting like everything we say is true or correct or whatever.
I've never had a shitty take.
So, like just fucking be a human. Be a person, dude. It's cool. It's all good. Just whatever.
Your podcast sucks. You sound like a 12-year-old. Blow my fucking dick, pussy. Move it on. Let's go. Fucking threatening me. Ooh, you're gonna come. You want me to list my fucking accomplishments before 32? You fucking loser.
Oh my god. All right, let's move on.
I was a branch manager for a Fortune 500 company before I was 30.
Kenny is on one right now.
Probably 3 hours of sleep I've had.
Yeah, Kenny is. This guy got it. This guy got under Kenny's skin. Is no question. It didn't. It was Okay.
My Kelly Green came in.
How does it look?
Listen, I'm going to say something that might hurt your soul maybe a little bit. It hurts my soul thinking about it. I think ESP has not been so bad this training camp. Do I think like the Eagles won and Jalen Hurts this and blah, blah, blah? Yeah. But like I think overall he's been pretty well on like the reporting end for shit because we don't get videos. You know what I mean?
No, I actually completely agree. But I will say this while we're on the topic, since you jumped here to the spring training thing. Since when does everybody care so much about like interceptions in spring training and like, I want to like, yeah. Do I get hype when I see, like a bomb touchdown video to AJ Brown? Yes, I get hype about that. But do I need to talk shit on an opposing quarterback because he threw an interception in training camp? No. What is it? Am I missing something?
Here's the problem. Is that this Twitter X program where everyone's getting paid now has taken away any kind of real life debate because everyone just trolls now. That Colts Cowboys dude, I'm sure he's a nice guy. I don't fucking care about him. I don't give a fuck about a Cowboys fan that doesn't live in like Dallas is a fucking fraudulent bitch. I hate those fans. He's from Georgia. Okay, let me guess. Your great-great-grandfather rooted for them once, and your dad picked it up, and they won the Super Bowl in 90 when you were in the fucking ball sack. Anyway, that guy. Dude, Twitter's turning me into a fucking... I hate it, but I love it. That guy, all he does is his whole entire premise is to just get in there, and he knows that every Eagles fan will just try to fucking attack him, which is fine, but it's making him money. So, like, you can't have an educational and I use the word educational like loosely here, but like you can't have a real life debate with anyone anymore because it's just who can say the most outlandish thing and how many engagements will you get to get money. That's all this is at this point.
Yeah, no, it's 100%. And like you can't. Yeah, you're right. Everybody's just trying to troll. Everybody's trying to get the hot comment. Everybody's trying to egg the other team, the other fan base to try to get X views, so you can get a part of the
X gonna give it to you.
X gonna give it to you in a form of dollars, apparently. And yeah, that's like the hot topic now. That's the hot topic.
So like anytime you debate with anyone, 9 times out of 10, they're just trying to troll you to get money. So
get money.
I know Jason's on this side with me, and I think you're on this side, but I don't know if you're like 100% on this side. Fucking preseason is the dumbest fucking thing. People overhype it. All it is a way for your fucking best guys or your semi-best guys, your depth guys to get fucking hurt. I understand why it's there. I don't know a happy medium. But hey, anyone that puts stake into preseason games is a fucking dummy. Stats mean nothing. I agree with you. Like if there's a nice pass in like, training camp, you're like, okay, great. That's cool. Like you hype it up a little bit, but then it dies right there before it even grows into anything. I think if you're going to a preseason game and getting fucking hammered with your pals and throwing fist 49ers fans, you're a fucking problem. Those are for like, take your kid. Fucking $13 seats. Take your kid. It's less aggressive if you're worried about that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, or you can go down and do the wave while somebody's got a spinal cord injury.
I mean,
that's a joke, by the way. But seriously, Bryson Stott just got nailed by a fastball.
I thought it was his hand.
It is his hand.
Elbow,
arm, forearm.
Yeah, he's it's a tendon. It's a tendon.
That's not good.
It could be
worse. No, it hit him in the elbow, dude.
That's a UCL. I'm making that up. That's speculation.
This is all speculation. We're literally watching this.
Oh, that hurts though.
It looks like it fucking hurt though.
I mean, if he stays in, it's good news.
Oh, right? Off the bone, dude. Off the bone.
Oh, that's a funny bone. Not so funny now, is it?
Did they throw at him? That might be intentional, dude.
Wouldn't surprise me. Gabe's a fucking pussy.
Yeah, I don't like him. I never did.
No, dude, Katali might have said the funniest thing I've ever heard of all time. I'm just here to boo Gabe. I really don't like that guy. I mean, how do you not like that?
I love it.
Pandering.
I love it. And listen, Angelo, Angelo always was a shit talker. You know what I mean? But he says some good shit that I could get behind sometimes.
I did agree with that one guy though. That said most of the fucking fan base are idiots because of he allowed it. Well, I do believe that.
Yeah,
100%.
I mean he let us to look like he created the Dirty 30 and the group that went and booed McNabb, and we had to deal with that for fucking ever as a city.
That's the Bounty Bowl.
The entire city had to deal with that because he decided to take these people to the draft and boo McNabb. Like the entire city had to wear that. That's shitty. That sucks.
Was funny though. I mean, really, looking back now too, because he had a pretty decent career.
He was here for
at least a decade.
Forever. He was here forever. Nah, it was way longer. It was like 25 years, man. Oh wait, are you talking about Cataldi or McNabb? You're talking about McNabb.
I was, but it's funny where our brains went like two fucking separate roads.
Decent career for McNabb, I'd say.
No, I'd say a pretty good career for both of the guys, but it doesn't mean that Angelo's not a fucking douche canoe.
I'll tell you what. This is brutal. That the Phillies have this thing, man. And we're jumping all over the place because the Phillies.
Yeah, who cares? Fuck it. If you're here for anything else, get lost.
The Phillies are on right now, so it's gonna grab our attention. The Phillies have this thing, man. They have that baller game, right? And then they follow it with like a dumpster fire. Yeah. And right now, the hero of the week is up, Jake Cave.
Yeah, I hate that fucking hero of the week. They're always like, hero of the week is the ground crew for helping during the rain delay.
Oh my God. This, by the way, tonight's game, whoever works in PR for the Phils, this tonight is a genius move. They are doing look, pitch clock. I was going to say 3 hour. They are doing a 2.5 hour commercial for everything that is in this ballpark. All the food, all the fucking seats. They're literally talking about the view from the seats. Like, they're wearing pretzel hats. Like, it's out of control.
No, that hat that Ben Davis is wearing though is legitimately fucking sick.
Is that the gold one with the Fanatic?
Yeah, with the Fanatic on the ATV.
Yeah,
that thing's pretty sick. Listen, the funniest thing about this is that every time I go on Twitter, people are always complaining. They're like, all they do is talk about food. And literally this whole thing has been like, wow, they brought us cheesesteak egg rolls. Wow, they brought us a hoagie. Wow, they brought us the beer. Wow, a pretzel.
There's the burnt end sandwich from Bull's Barbecue.
Yeah, exactly.
And Jake Cave hit a sky high pop up. That is out.
I used to be a T-Mac hater, but that's when I was a young puck.
I don't hate T-Mac. I don't know.
No, he's good. He's really good. We're lucky. We've been very, very lucky.
Yeah, and Cataldi actually said that too.
Yes,
and he's right. He's totally right. And I don't know if many people even get to see or hear other teams like announcers and shit. But dude, there's a dude on Twitter, Nick Picone, or I don't know how to say his name. I think that's how you say it. He puts up the videos with like the other teams broadcast a lot to hear what they sound like. It's kind of funny.
Oh yeah.
But and like if you're just flicking around on like if you have like the MLB ticket or whatever it's called, like TV or whatever, dude, the other team's announcers are brutal, like fucking brutal. Most of the time. So people don't really appreciate how well we have it in Philly when it comes to that type of shit.
I mean, in general, every sport pretty much has it. Well, except for Merrill Reese, that fucking old.
That's not a fucking strike, man. That was terrible. That's
terrible a ball.
That's a terrible call, man.
Fucking believe a pussy. Man, I'm on a record pussies tonight. That's like number 6.
I'll tell you though, the umpiring this year, is it just me or is the umpiring getting like worse?
Well, that brings me to my next topic as I am hosting this podcast this week. I can't watch baseball without that little square. And watching the Williamsport game was a nightmare.
So we watched the Williamsport game, obviously, on Sunday. And Kenny texts me, he's like, yo, where's the box? I'm like, what box? What the fuck are you talking about? He's like, the strike box. I was like, oh, shit. I didn't even know. I did notice, but I blocked it out. He was right. And, there's a hit. They got a hit.
Get the third. Get the third.
Oh,
Go home.
No. Marsh is fucking hype right now. Let's go. All right, Marsh gets the hit, juggles the balls. First and third.
That's what in the alley does the Aaron Nola.
First and third, 1 out.
Let's go to extra innings. Let's go 17 innings so we have to fucking podcast. Anyway, I don't.
Kenny
won't watch baseball.
Kenny could not watch the game without the box.
I watched the whole thing, but it's and listen, like I want to watch baseball. And I just want to watch baseball. I don't want to have to be the fucking umpire. And now I got a question.
You forget. Oh, Schwarber. You forget.
Fuck, my computer just crashed.
So you forget what it's like to watch the game without the box.
Oh yeah, no. I definitely don't remember that shit, man.
I don't know what's going on right now, but like they just randomly called timeout, and now the umpire is walking to the pitcher.
Because
I love how every time the pitch comm thing stops working in the most pivotal fucking moment of the game.
Oh, of course.
This is bullshit. They need to stop this. Get rid of the fucking pitch comm. Fuck you, Gabe Kapler, you bitch. Listen,
he definitely pulled that shit on purpose.
They need to get rid of the pitch comm. Put your fucking fingers down like we've been doing for fucking 200 fucking years, man. What is this? Pitch comm.
I don't even pay attention to it. Just like when I watch baseball, I don't want to pay attention. See, I know that's a ball, right? I can see that's the ball, but I need confirmation before I text you and go, can you believe the ump missed that?
Well, yeah, and the problem is with the box, like it means nothing, really.
Home run. Let's go. Let's get this fucking over with. Who called that? Who called that? Bro. Whoa is right.
What? They just stole second, dude.
Why?
They just cold cock stole second. And now it looks like Gabe might. He's gonna give him 4. He's gonna walk him, bro.
What?
They're gonna walk the bases loaded. They're gonna get that double play in order. Yeah.
Trey Turner. Can Trey Turner do it?
Listen. This is the right move, though.
100%. You got fat fuck Neanderthal running on first.
Oh, that doesn't mean anything. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
You're saying like it's a guaranteed. Well, Trey Turner can boogie scooty boogie. Like if he gets out of there quickly.
Honestly, this is a really unpopular. I'm going to say something really not popular right now.
Dude, if he wins this game,
I would drop a bunt here.
If he wins this game, my wife might get pregnant right now.
She's not even eligible yet.
Yes, she is. We just hit it yesterday, baby.
Oh, there you go. You're ready. Let's have the Irish twins. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, your boy is ready. Eh?
2 under 1.
They say that in the first 25 days is
dude,
the most
it happened to a set of our friends, dude.
My friend did happen to, and I'm like, bro, what are you?
They had a girl. Doing? They had a baby girl, and like, you know, like the first time they did it, man, boom, she got pregnant again. She was basically pregnant for 2 years, dude. Like maybe
I put little holes in my rubber.
That's fucking wild.
I want to be done.
Trey Turner, that's 2-1 right now. Crowd is hype. Turner looks locked in.
Oh, let's talk about something that doesn't matter, but it matters to me. Can we stop putting pretzels in fucking combo mixes? I'm sick of it.
No, what?
Oh, Trey. Trey
chased it. I like the flavored pretzel.
That's fine, but it's just a straight up pretzel stick. I don't fucking want it in my pub mix, my poker mix, my Chex mix. I want none of that shit.
Do you have the little bread?
Oh my god, they're the best. I mean,
oh no. Okay, the little slices of bread. I don't even know what those are,
bro. You talking about these?
You know he's gonna do it here, right?
Like you're talking about these, or you talking about the little bread stick?
No, like the little, like that. Yeah. That's it.
Pub mix. I talked to Jay about this last night. It's the goat of all snacks. It's the adult Chex mix. Oh, they win!
Yeah, let's go!
They did it!
Go! Trey Turner's back, motherfucker!
Fuck Gabe Kapler.
Yeah, let's fucking go, Kapler. Trey. Oh, this is fucking phenomenal, dude.
Hey, Chrissy, Papa's coming.
Here I come,
dude. I can't. Okay, question seriously, because I didn't see a replay yet. First off, I don't like this light thing they're doing now this year. Stop.
Oh, stop! I love it. Don't
yell at old.
That's a boomer. That's a boomer.
Fuck. And I missed Tom McCarthy's call because I had to do this stupid podcast with you.
He probably didn't even call. He's probably shoving his face with a hot dog out in the out.
Oh, this is my 17th cheesesteak egg roll. What? If he didn't hit that with his glove, is that a double play?
It's. I gotta see it again. But dude, how fucking incredible is the turnaround for fucking Trey Turner, dude? This is insane.
It's because of the claps. I mean, I don't understand how people don't think that encouragement is a good thing for these guys. Like,
you know why? Because they don't get it, man. People don't get it. Like, this is not something you don't just clap because the guy needs a lift. No, that's not what this is. That's not what that was. We booed the fuck out of that guy, and he got a lot of boos. He heard it. He heard it. He understood. He owned it. He got it. No, that was up the middle. No, that was up the middle, dude. There was.
I mean, I don't know if we get 2 runs on that.
He smoked it. Well, it would have been close plates at home if they would have sent.
I'm not sure they send them.
Yeah, they might not. Listen, right? He owned it. He understood. He gets it. He's not a bad baseball player. Everybody thinks that the dude just suddenly can't hit because, like, of what? The guy is a career 300 hitter. He's batting 250.
Sorry.
He's capable. He's capable of like way more than we are seeing right now. So when you boo the fuck out of him, which we should do because he sucked, You boo the fuck out of him. He hears it. He understands it. He owns it. Then it's time to not boo the fuck out of him anymore. That's why. It's not because Philly's soft now and all we have to do is cheer for people. No, that's not what this is about.
Who cares?
So shut the fuck up and stop being a little bitch about it. God forbid we fucking cheer for somebody. Get the fuck out. Shut the fuck up.
Did it hurt your fucking feelings for them to cheer for him?
Some people, it literally did. The one dude,
Kyle Quinn of 94.
What?
He was crying about it, dude.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. My YouTube TV always crashes on my iPad. It drives me fucking nuts, actually.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
That's pretty cool.
So what? We up 5 now on them?
The Giants are terrible. I'm like looking at the roster. I'm like, how are they even where they are, dude?
Is that old Phillies Camargo or whatever? Whatever his name is?
Camargo, yeah. Jock Peterson looks like he's,
He looks like you out there.
He looks like me out there. Looks like I put on a fucking uni and went out to play left. Oh, look, they're doing to Trey what you're going to do to your wife later. I think they're 4 up. I think they're 4 up over the Giants.
It actually doesn't matter though because the Giants got jumped.
Yeah, the Giants got jumped by the Cubs, I think, tonight, right?
Yesterday, and now they're going to be even more fucked. Who? Is this Cowboys game live right now?
What Cowboys game? There's a Cowboys game on?
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. This Vaughn guy scares me a little bit. This backup running back, Vaughn, he's like 4 foot tall.
What are you talking about right now?
You don't know the Cowboys backup running back?
Yeah, I've seen him. Why are you scared of him?
Boston Scott. Yeah, but he runs harder.
He's a change-up guy. Can you explain to me why people in Philly thought that Rashad Penny was going to come and
I'm still not convinced that story is over yet.
I mean, I'm sure it's not over, but who's our number 1? It's Gainwell.
Well, apparently it's Kenny Gainwell, which did the Eagles have the weirdest Super Bowl of all times? They were just like, Miles Sanders fumbled it, and they were like, well, fuck you. We're done with you, buddy. Hit the shelves. All right?
Which I still don't understand to this day.
I'm confused. And then they ran Kenny Gainwell. Well, that's what they did. They were like, well, we ran Kenny Gainwell all those other fucking times for 100 yards. But then they were like, well, we're just not going to run the ball. Or when we do run, it's going to be a very light version of that. Or Jalen Hurts will be the runner. Super Bowl was weird, man.
Yeah, I need to watch it again. Unfortunately,
I can't.
I think I have to.
I can't.
I just don't remember everything. Like I don't remember everything. I remember it obviously, but like I don't remember all the ins and outs. I don't remember the flow of the game. I don't remember why they abandoned the running game necessarily. Like I don't know. I don't remember like every Miles Sanders carry. Like
I mean, it wasn't many.
I know. I don't understand it.
I think the fumble spooked them.
Well, what about Jalen's fumble?
What a shame. What a shame.
The worst. It's the fucking worst, man.
I would have much rather. Oh, Miles Sanders is hurt.
Oh my god.
I would have much rather to lose the Super Bowl without that fumble.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't,
that fumble.
It's not like they lost because of the fumble. Like I know, like when you do the math, that you could say that, but that's not really what happened.
Well, yes and no. I agree with you, but it takes like what would be an A plus performance, and it brings it to an A performance, which is still very good. But you got these crusty and musty Cowboy fans in your mentions 24/7, 365.
I mean, yeah, you got to protect the ball. That's the number 1 rule of football.
Also,
cannot give up the ball.
Question: Jalen Hurts gonna play?
No.
crazy, right? Just like a little crazy, not like just like let them air it out a little bit. Maybe one see. I don't know. This is why the new preseason makes no sense because at least with the old system, it was try and true, right?
I hate it.
You hate what?
I hate that they don't play.
Yeah, I know.
I hate it. Because mostly I think it's mostly selfish though. Like the reason why I hate it is because I like all this, like we're gonna do the roundtable and we're gonna do we're gonna do like the season.
We have
like,
nothing to talk about.
I have no fucking clue what to expect from this team. They have two brand new fucking coordinators. All I've seen, dude, I didn't even watch it.
No, I haven't
away.
watched 1 second.
I was away, but I couldn't have watched it anyway. But I didn't. I wasn't going to watch it because I don't care about the vanilla offense and defense that they're going to play in the preseason with dudes that I don't even know who they are. I can't watch that.
I don't think any of the corners played. I don't think Maddox played. I think the safeties all probably played because they're all fucking trying to figure out what they got there. I guess all the linemen probably played, not Kelsey. And I don't know. I couldn't even guess it. I mean, if we're being honest, I couldn't. Gun to my head, no idea.
No, I would have no idea. I mean, I know that they definitely have like I think like dudes like Tyree Jackson, Greg Ward. Like
hey.
Yeah, but Greg Ward's playing. What's that tell you about Greg Ward?
Fuck you. You don't talk about my baby boy, Greg Ward. The only reason that the Eagles were even remotely enjoyable to watch when Carson Wentz was in the final year as a starter. Seriously. He was the only reason.
Yeah, they were putrid. No
they were terrible.
Yeah. I mean, like, let's see who played on defense. Let's see who had any stats.
Slade definitely didn't play. Maybe Bradbury played a few.
Ringo.
Yeah, which they're not. I'm not even sold that guy's. I mean, he's going to be good. He's a project. I talked to Jay about that.
N'Kobe.
Yeah, he didn't play the first game. Played the second one.
Blanky.
He needs to.
Yeah, I think Ringo is a project guy. I like him though.
I agree. You guys in the chat, or maybe it was to Jake directly that if they're gonna miss, at least miss on Georgia players or Alabama players or some big time big wig fucking school players. Like when you miss on Jalen Reagor to Justin Jefferson, and I think I can officially say from the bottom of my heart that I think I can move on now.
What do you mean by move on?
I am ready to forgive and forget.
Philly never forgets.
I do. Because I don't think you get Devontae Smith if you have Justin Jefferson. He's not going back out to get. Oh, I want to, before I finish the statement.
Are you just saying that because, like, if they would have had him already on the roster, he's not gonna do that again. He's not gonna draft a wide receiver from Alabama.
Not a 10. No fucking way.
Right. He's going lineman there.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, I don't know how much of the draft is luck.
Okay, but then who's better? Who's better, Justin Jefferson or Smitty?
That's fine.
No, I'm legit asking. Like I think it's actually a good debate.
Well, okay, so what are we talking about? Flashiness, yards, touchdowns, sure hands. You could pick this apart 1,000 ways. I don't think Devontae is far off.
Season to season, who's better? Yards and touchdowns.
It's Justin Jefferson by a hair.
And that's what I think too.
And then, but it's
close though.
You have Devontae Smith is a number one wide receiver on 25
almost every team. Yeah.
And now you have AJ Brown. You have.
Wait, did you say number one?
A number one wide receiver on 25 teams.
25 teams. That's probably right.
Right? I mean, yeah. I can think of 10 wide receivers that you could argue would be, unquote, better.
Right. So that would be like.
I don't even think DeAndre Hopkins is better. I think that dude's washed. I think he's better than Stephon Diggs. I really, really like that fucking guy out of Pittsburgh. Yeah. I don't know if he's better than Smith. I think they're probably equals, but I like that guy out of. If you're doing fantasy this year, you should take him.
But speaking of fantasy, Kenny, the calls of the people have been calling for a fantasy football league.
I hate fantasy with a fiery passion.
I told them that.
Did you tell them that?
Yeah.
I have been anti-fantasy since 2018, and it has been the best thing that's ever happened to me. I would come out of retirement though if you needed me to come out of retirement.
All right. Well, we'll give that some. We'll see if that's got some legs.
And I don't want to do a 12-man team. I don't want to be picking fucking jerk-offs that shouldn't be starting on a fantasy team.
No, man. We'll
10?
see how many. Yeah, we'll see. Like 8 or 10, I'm thinking is what would be good.
Yeah, I mean, I would be interested.
All right, so you heard it here, people. Kenny says he's interested.
I don't think like no one really knows me as well. Like especially like you know me probably best on the gambling side, like out of everyone, because we literally talk every day about that. And like I get dark in a dark fucking
Kenny, I
place.
can't wait to start betting props, man. Like Thursday night football, that first Thursday night game is gonna be fucking debauchery, dude. I'm gonna have so many fucking prop bets. It's not even funny.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Oh god,
it's a shame, really though. I normally don't fuck around with any Sunday games except for the Eagles, and then I'll fuck around with a Thursday and Monday, obviously, because what else are you gonna fucking do?
It makes it more fun.
I guess I could hang out with my kid.
You could. It's true.
It's so weird to fucking say. Speaking of which, we left the hospital and this little fucking pig was 5 pounds and he is pushing 11 hard in less than in a month.
That's what they want to see.
Yeah, he is a big fucking boy.
Put those pounds on, boy.
He's already got stomach issues. He's fucked. He's fucked.
You gave him that.
Yeah, and he also my favorite thing about him.
The toenail.
Yeah, the toenails match, which is crucifying. But my favorite thing is, I said to Chrissy, I said, "Dude, why is this baby always rooting for my nipples? Like I know I have tits. I get the how that's funny. Okay, I get it. I'm like, why is this baby rooting? You know what rooting is, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's just basically like your kid moves
going for the teat
for a tit, and she says because when he's uncomfortable, he's trying to comfort himself with food. And I said, son of a bitch, he is me. He is me. So they're going to have to watch this little piggy boy grow because, I don't need him having a complex like I did. Hairy back and fat. It's not a good combination.
Oh, shit. That's funny.
Yeah.
Jay, I saw a couple things. So I saw Joe Sparrow on Twitter. Joe actually has expressed maybe some interest in coming in on the Eagles roundtable, which would be pretty cool.
I know Joe. I know I do. I know I've seen him a million fucking times, but it's been a while. Joe, if we're gonna listen to this, did we play softball on a team together with the McCanns?
Yeah,
I think we did.
Yeah, Joe was a stud outfielder.
Yeah, and I had to play catcher, which was terrifying.
I remember it was. I remember
Plymouth White Marsh. It was the worst day of my life.
It was at Plymouth Elementary.
Yeah, I did.
I remember it.
I did cheat. I did get a single and a double though. So
listen, for those of you who've never played unlimited arc softball, it's fucking hard.
Okay? It's fucking hard.
Yeah,
I'm out. Uninvite me next time.
Yeah, Joe Sparrow, stud outfielder, frozen ropes from the outfield. Frozen ropes. He might join us, but he said that he agrees with the ESP take. He also thinks that ESP has been fair, like and not over the top.
Do you think like someone said something, or do you think he's like, I didn't? This is what brought me to ESP, and then bringing me back, right? So ESP said something about how like he didn't think that the vapor jerseys were worth the extra money compared to the non-vapor jerseys. So
he did say that.
There's 3 tiers, right? Obviously, we all know this. Like the normal $900 tier, $130 tier. Vapor's the new middle tier, and obviously the game worn jerseys.
Right. Then there's like the elite tier. Yeah.
Yeah. And he was saying that like the numbers there's press on. The numbers aren't pressed on per se. They definitely have that layer of fabric. So I don't think the name's pressed on, but other than that, everything that jersey tenfold is better than any other non-vapor jersey I own, and it is snugger. So definitely go up if you're trying to still get one. But I would not go. I would spend the extra. You're spending money on a jersey anyway, right? Like $50 shouldn't break you. Now you get it if you're like, at IUP freshman year, like you're gonna get what you get.
Yeah, exactly.
But
You're
like,
gonna
if you have a
then you're gonna
job,
go to DH gate.
if you have a fucking job, you should spend the extra $50. It's
Listen,
worth.
if you're in college, bro, you're going DH gate and you're buying one of them. You know what I mean? Like that's what you're
Oh
doing.
my god, dude, we used to buy the worst fucking Chinese jerseys. They were the best though.
Oh yeah.
We used to get hundreds of people's orders, like thousands of dollars we'd spend over there, and all the jerseys would come in. It was so bring me back, man.
Take me back. Speaking of take me back, did you see that Taking Back Sunday played a backyard concert?
Yeah, so Jason and I get into the dumbest, like, it's not even arguments. It's just like we're both like very passionately debating stupid shit. And he was like, so I sent him that, and he said they wore this outfit first at his concert because he went to Pittsburgh. And I said, well, they probably drove back and did like, you know what I'm trying to say? So if Taking Back Sunday played Saturday, it's not far-fetched to believe that Taking Back Sunday either did a show in New York on Friday or did a show on Sunday in New York.
Yeah.
And then we were going back and forth, and he's like, well, why would they have extra tuxedos? It doesn't make any sense, right? So we literally went on about this for like 30, 40 minutes, and like I ended up finding that they released a new song in June that we didn't know about, and that album is that orange tuxedo that so they have like probably a couple hundred of these tuxedos, and they wear them every night because it's like album promoting.
It's their thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I always find it fucking funny. The song's pretty decent. The thing is, though, man, is there anything better than 05 Alternative, though? Like,
no, that's the thing. Like, they've lost a step, I'd say.
Yeah, 100%. I'd still see them in concert again and again and again. They were the best.
It's a reminiscing thing.
Yeah, but I like, some mornings when I'm running late and I'm like feeling a little bit, like I don't really want to go to work today. I'll throw in an 05 playlist.
Listen, dude, I'm going to a couple emo concerts here in September. I'm fucking looking forward to it. What are you listening to?
She's running.
Sounds of the Heavens.
It's the In the Alley baseball. I'm at his house, so
he's here. I thought he was knocking on your door.
Yeah, he's here. He's good.
He put a GPS tracker on your truck. So Kenny, you wanted me before we start to dwindle this thing down on the back end. You wanted me to bring up light drinks to you.
Can we stop changing the spelling of light? It drives me, and it doesn't make it any better. Miller Lite, Lite.
How many different ways can you spell light?
Body Armor, Light, Lyte. Yeah, and like lift. They spell lift weird. Like, just because you fucking spell something like funny doesn't mean or edgy or different doesn't make it fucking better. So stop it.
How about Taiwan taking a missile off the shoulder?
Piss missile.
Sorry, go ahead.
A piss missile. No, you're good. Although I do think that Miller Lite probably has said that light has been forever. I don't think they never had LIGHT.
No, from get like I remember when I was a kid fetching fucking beers out of the fridge in the white can.
Yeah, the same
that
can
shit
that's
was
around
LITE.
Yeah, so like I just again, it's this whole it's this pandering thing that just drives me insane. Why are we changing this? It's fucking light. It's we get it. It's light. All right, don't fucking change it.
What got you on this?
Like the Body Armor. I'm drinking the Body Armor, and I'm like, what the fuck they spell it like this for? And you know what? You might be able to catch me on a down day where I'd be like, if someone would be like, how do you spell light? I'd be like LITE. You know what I mean? Like, just because I've seen more Miller Lite cans in my lifetime than I've seen the spelling of light. I really do believe that. But LYTE is just a ludicrous way to say that it's light. I hate it. It just pisses me off. It's the little things, man. I've been on edge lately, so little things are setting me off. Alley and spellings, it's just pissing me off.
You did go from 0 to 100 on the Alley guy today.
Oh yeah, I've had enough. If I'm not on my burner or the podcast and I'm using my fucking my shit, I've reached a level of not giving a flying fuck anymore. Like, you gotta be stopped.
That's literally what Mike texted me today. He's like, yo, Kenny doesn't give a fuck right now. It's like, yep, no, he doesn't.
Yeah, really doesn't. I don't. I don't, and that I mean it's a scary position to be in as a loose cannon Chinovsky, because like that shit builds and then it's a snap game. So things have been actually good, like really good at this house. With the baby, surprisingly, like I was expecting like a war zone because let's be honest, Christy and I both don't function well on zero sleep. So like I was expecting some turbulent times, and it has been very very good. So I think I'm pent up, and I also haven't for all you people haven't had sex in fucking what 10 weeks.
Well, that's what happens when you have a kid, right? But
Yeah,
listen,
yes. So the shower drain can only do so much.
so like,
So,
so like, but like, is he sleeping through the night?
oh no, oh
All right,
absolutely fucking not.
yeah. So you
Wait,
you're in the groove.
here's the thing: he sleeps through the night. Would you guys like to hear what we hear when he sleeps through the night? Would you like to hear this? He's sleeping. Why is my kid making these noises?
This week on Planet Earth. A Chinovsky baby in its natural habitat.
So, yeah, is he sleeping? Yeah, he's fucking sleeping. But no, I will. I do this a lot, but I will give my wife the ultimate warrior status because she Monday through Thursday doesn't fuck around. She is up, she's with the baby, and she takes care of all that. Obviously because she's breastfeeding, but even forward, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
She don't get me involved. I get the baby ready for bed. She lets me sleep because she knows I have to go suffer at work. And stay-at-home mom, I don't care what anyone says. I thought I'd be like, oh, I could do that. Like, fuck no. That fucking kid will not calm the fuck down unless mom's holding him. So kudos to you. I'm out. I couldn't do that all fucking. I get flustered in 3 minutes. I'm like, take him, fucking take him.
Well, it just it doesn't. I don't. It just gets different. It
Yeah,
gets different, but it's not any easier.
No, definitely not.
There's different needs. It's not.
Yeah.
Instead of crying for food, they're like, "I'm hungry. I want a snack." Then they can actually say it.
Yeah.
I remember like wishing like, oh, come on, just tell me what you want. And I'm like, oh my God, don't tell me what you want.
Yeah, shut up. We're not putting Bluey on, you little bitch.
Oh, he loves some Bluey though.
Do you watch Bluey at all? I mean, I've watched my fair share of Bluey, obviously. I have tons of nieces and nephews.
Oh yeah, we watched Bluey.
Did you watch the episode where the dad and mom were hungover?
What's it called?
I don't remember all the time. I'll send it to you. But there's an episode where mom and dad are absolutely fucking hungover, and it is the funniest episode.
Yeah. I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's that's a good show. Even if you don't have kids, it's worth the high adventure for that one.
It's good, man. He's into a couple of things. We try to limit the screen, as much as we can because God is as this kid gets older, he's just gonna be in front of screens his whole fucking life. We were talking about this the other day, like, oh, dude, like in school, like they fucking do everything on iPads and shit. Like, are these kids even gonna know how to fucking write with hand?
You say that, and I can't write in cursive. I never learned it. I'm
not even talking about cursive.
No, I know.
But by the way, they're not teaching cursive anymore either.
Do you disagree?
I don't know if it's necessary, but like, how are you gonna read it?
It's hard. I'll be honest with you. I struggle.
That's what I'm saying. You want to be able to read it.
I was born in 1990, right? So like right when I was born, I had the like greatest childhood just because technology really started to take off in 2002 when we were like 12 and 13 and shit. But up until like I still played outside all the time, like that shit. But school started to get heavy into tech, like you know what I mean, towards the end there. So like I couldn't even imagine what it's like right now.
Yeah, and I had the opposite.
I couldn't.
I was in front of all that shit. Like we didn't have anything.
Yeah, did you guys even like honestly? Like I'm not even trying to troll. Did you guys like? Did you have like math blasters or like Oregon Trail? Like, did they ever ring that shit in for you?
Yeah, we had like Oregon Trail and shit.
Do you remember the coin game with the fucking guy? And he'd be like, he had a top hat with a nose, and he would collect coins, and he would say some stupid catchphrase like "Gotcha." Do you remember that guy?
No.
Oh, I'm gonna look him up.
No, but I do remember like the turtle. Like we had this like turtle game, like, and you had to like on the computer. You had to like program him and tell him like what, like how to move and shit. And that and Oregon Trail were like the GOAT. Besides like Nintendo and shit. Like that was obviously.
I always fucking Mr. Nussbaum's Cash Out.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm just glad there's some other dumbos out there that fucking, you know what I mean? Like, this was it. I mean, I got to find a picture of the guy. But it was always like, and we're talking fucking second grade, so everyone take a fucking deep breath here, all right? And it would be like, find the, 12 cents, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
then you'd find
yeah.
that shit. But then there was a little guy in the corner that would come up when you got it right, and he would say,
fucking now kids have that shit on their like fucking Leapfrog.
Yeah, Leapfrog. Holy shit. Leapfrog.
That's still around, dude. It's still around.
I know, but I haven't heard Leapfrog in a fucking century.
You will.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, it's wild, dude.
I'm honestly hoping that this child has my wife's abilities in school. She's fucking smart.
Yeah.
So hopefully
it'll probably be a perfect mix.
I hope, man. Because I did well, but I struggled. I fucking struggled.
Well, they have things for that now. It's called Adderall.
Yeah, which I definitely fucking needed then. I still need it now.
It sucks that Taiwan only went 5 innings. He was actually pitching pretty well.
And he got the L. Although, 0 shot he would get the win, right?
No, he didn't get the L.
Yeah. I meant
no decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they didn't they weren't gonna they won the game in the bottom of the ninth. Like, he wouldn't have been pitching that way. You know what I mean?
I like him, man.
Who, Walker?
He's got like a chip on his shoulder.
The only thing I don't like about him is if he throws like 2 or 3 bad pitches, he's like derailed.
Well, he has bad body language sometimes. Like,
yeah,
he's a little bit Embiid out there on the mound a little bit.
Speaking of which, did you see him?
Well, I saw the Harden shit.
Fuck Harden. Dude, if I think that was another thing that has me fired up. The Sixers are just a fucking plague on this fucking city. And honestly, this Josh Harris thing doesn't fucking matter that he owns 3 teams. It fucking matters. I don't care what anyone fucking says.
Why does it matter?
What if there's an option to sign someone? Like, eventually money's going to dry up,
salary
right?
cap. No, they have a salary cap.
Salary cap.
They have a salary cap,
right.
and all of the finances are separate. It's not like Josh Harris is writing checks.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
You know what I mean? So like that part is dumb to me. Like,
yeah. Well, thanks for making me feel stupid.
Well, I'm just trying to talk you off the ledge, if nothing else, because him owning. By the way, that handshake video is. I mean, it's almost hard to watch, dude.
Oh. Do you heard about Panini, the sports trading card? You heard about this?
I know the sport. Okay, so I know the sports trading card, Panini, right?
It is Panini. Okay, I wasn't sure if I was just being a fat fuck and thinking of a Panini. Speaking of which, I like a good Thanksgiving sandwich panini the day after. A little stuffing, turkey, Swiss cheese, cranberry, panini press.
Swiss cheese.
Dude, I would put cheese on anything.
Oh, I love cheese.
Except for fish. I don't get the fish and cheese craze.
Oh my God, dude. The orange cheese. No, stop. The orange cheese on a fish fillet? Come on, man.
Oh, that doesn't count. I'm talking like...
What the fuck you do? Does it count? Tuna fish with American cheese. Dope.
Yeah. I'm talking like fish. Like a fucking like...
Why would you pick up a rainbow trout and fucking slap a piece of cheese on it? Like, who would do that?
Look up recipes online. They do it. It's just fat white American women. Let me tell you a secret about tuna fish. All right? I can't say what we used to call it, but my grandfather came up with this, and my grandfather was Jewish, so you can put it together if you want. You get your bread. You toast this bread. You put mayo and tuna, pepper. I like to put a little cayenne in that bitch, spice up your fucking life, all right? Then
and your asshole.
Yeah, sting ring to the ultimate. And then you get bread and butter pickles. This is the crucial moment. You need to have these pickles. Put those pickles on that jaw. Put a slice of Land O'Lakes American cheese on it. And if it's not Land O'Lakes, get the fuck out. All right? Land O'Lakes over anything. And I'm not talking the Land O'Lakes that you fucking.
No. It can't be the one that comes in the rectangle. It's got to be
from the deli slut.
Fresh sliced.
And I tell you, this sandwich, and I like to put honey mustard on it. I know that's controversial, but you could do deli mustard. Never yellow. Never yellow on tuna. Never. I'm telling you, any other mustard is better than yellow. And we used to call that shit the blank tuna. And Jay will attest to it. I got people fucking slapping nuts over this fucking sandwich. It is the tits.
All right. So what's on it other than, so you got the tuna made with the mayonnaise, right?
Yeah. It's the bread and butter pickles. People leave that shit out. I'm telling you, they're like, I want to. Is
it just the tuna, the bread and butter pickles, and the American cheese with mustard?
So here's the thing. As I've grown older, I like different things. Like I like rye bread. So right now I would put rye bread on there.
Oh,
but
yeah.
as an 18-year-old kid in high school, 17-year-old kid in high school, it was Wonder Schrollman's bread, Schrollman's Wonder bread. You toast that to just the right perfection of toast. Okay?
Just barely toasted.
Just perfect, right?
Yeah.
And then you add a scrumptious amount of extra mayo on top. You need to have a little bit more. And then
people out there eating tuna salad sandwiches, please mayo your bread, man.
Yeah, you got to mayo. Now I'm not saying like
just a little bit,
just give it a little kiss, a little kiss of mayo. Then I like to put the cracked pepper on the mayo there. I've already mixed in my hot pepper in my tuna, if that's what I was going for at this present second. Then I grab the honey mustard, layer that on the thing. And then I lay cheese. So one cheese on top, one cheese on bottom. Okay. And then I use the cheese as a blanket for the fucking pickles. They got to be bread and butter, not your kosher dill. I know it's ironic because of the name of the sandwich. You would think we would want the kosher dill. We don't. Bread and butter. Now, I prefer the stacks, not the chips. I like the stack, the sandwich stackers. You nestle that inside the cheese. And the cheese starts to melt a little bit on that bottom bun, on that bottom toast, because you're hitting that right when it's out the fucking toaster. You need that. It's very important that you get the cheese to melt just enough. You don't want it melting all over the fucking place.
This is bordering on tuna melt, though.
It's not, because the tuna...
Well, it's not because the tuna's cold.
And the cheese is still cold. It's just pliable now. It's just a little bit melted. Like, you wouldn't bite this and know that it was like a melted cheese sandwich. You just know that it's hit a little bit. It's got a little layer of heat to it. It's changed the texture from hard to almost ultimate creamy before it gets too creamy on the melt. I'm serious. I come over. I will make this sandwich for you.
Listen, I'm all in on this sandwich. I
fucking love tuna.
So do I. just had some today.
I love it. Any kind of tuna. I don't care if it's raw, cooked. I
love tuna.
Pittsburgh rare is a little too much for me.
Well, I can eat literally rare tuna, though.
I know, but that weird layer of that warmth on that gray, when you cook it, you know what I'm talking about? And then it's Pittsburgh rare is the weirdest thing. And people order that shit on their steaks, which is bizarre to me. Because
no, that's stupid, because you can't cut it. You can't chew it. It's dumb. That's dumb. So, you're also wasting money. The fucking reason you buy a steak with any kind of fat in it is so that shit marbles and fucking
renders.
It renders throughout the entire middle of that steak. Woo!
Another hot take, which a lot of people get on me about, is I don't like to do my steaks on the grill. And people are going to be like, you don't know how to cook them on the grill then. I know how to fucking cook a steak, okay? All right? I like to do a quick sear on an oven rack, on a pan, in the oven until you hit your temperature on a thermometer. It is the best way to cook a steak. I could be wrong to many other people in America, but that is the way I like to do it.
I mean, that's the way most high-end restaurants cook their steaks.
I'm just saying. Listen, I understand the grill. I get it. People love steaks.
Unless they have an open face grill. If the restaurant has an open face grill, they will cook the steak on the grill.
I'm just saying.
I like to cook. I like doing it both ways. If I can't use the grill for outside for whatever reason, then my preference is the grill. If I can't use the grill, I will do the sear on the stove into the oven.
But the key with that is it has to be on some kind of elevated like cookie sheet or whatever kind of sheet it is. Because if it's just sitting in its juices, it's not good. You want that shit to have room to fucking cook underneath and around and
Oh
encompass
yeah,
it.
it has to be on a rack. Yeah.
Yeah. Now a little pro tip is to throw a couple potatoes under there, right? Like a little mini, like a little mini potatoes. You put them in there with some little butter on top and some fucking little parsley, and you let the steak fat render into that, and then you got a nice little fucking side dish underneath. No big fucking deal. I know my way around the kitchen, as you can tell. Just saying.
Oh, I love it, dude. Trey Turner batting 300 in his last 20 games.
No big deal. We should boo him. Boo him next game.
Trey Turner is
Boo him out of the city.
all the way back, all the way back. So
Guys,
listen,
if we can get Schwarber to 200 and JT Romuto to hit, and dude, he is. Listen, he's still like the fifth best catcher if you look at numbers, and which is very good. Like you would not complain.
you mean like as far as hitting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, people are like he can't throw out anyone anymore, and I'm like, well, I think it's a little different now. Like it's not as it's easier with the bigger bases. You know what I mean, steal. Anyway, that's just common sense, but I won't argue with you people. You would be very like happy if you had the fifth best catcher in baseball, right? I think you would have to be right overall. Like it's just the fall from grace because he's been the number one catcher for 3-4 years running, 5 years, you know. So if we can get him to just stop fucking striking out, like in the worst fucking moments, that'd be cool. That'd be great.
Well, I mean,
that Williamsport at bat, you knew that was going to be a strikeout, right? Like you knew that. I knew that.
He when he gets into his funk, like when he gets into his funks, he can't not swing at a curveball. Dude, the curveball the dude could snap off that curveball so hard that it like hits the grass before the dirt cut off at home plate, and he would swing at it because he gets so fucked up on curveballs that it's like it doesn't matter. He's gonna swing. Like that's literally how he gets when he goes bad. You know what I mean? So right now, JT has. Can you hear me? Is Kenny has left the building. Kenny's computer has died. He probably didn't plug it in. If I know Kenny. But I was going to say JT has 12 caught stealing. Now his caught stealing percentage is not amazing. His caught stealing percentage is 23%, which is 22nd in the league in baseball of all catchers. You know, so yeah, I mean JT's maybe lost a little bit of something here, possibly. Pop time's still best in the league. Pop time is, you know, when the catcher receives the pitch to the ball. So basically when the ball touches the catcher's mitt till the ball touches the middle infielder glove at second base. That's the pop time. And, you know, he still has the best time of any catcher in baseball in that stat, which tells me that he is still an elite catcher from that perspective. He's also a great framer. When you watch him catch a game, like, you know, Kenny's texting me right now. Great. So yeah, when he's catching a game, to me, he does a pretty good job framing. He also does a pretty damn good job calling games, which he called Lorenzen's no hitter. You know, and nowadays with the pitch clock situation, you know, the pitcher almost literally doesn't have time to shake off. It's almost like, okay, what do you want me to throw? And then he throws it. Almost literally. I mean, yes, they can shake off, but it's hard because the clock's running. It's harder to do. So I don't know if we're going to see if Kenny can pop back in here or not. He's having some issues. He says he can't get it to load. I said, that sounds like a personal problem. And I don't know. So anyway, it's really great to be back in some capacity. uh, and like I said, we're looking forward to our Eagles preseason, roundtable season preview situation. That'll be on September 5th, and it will hit all the platforms September 6th. We'll be live on Twitter and YouTube on the 5th, the night of the 5th. And I see Kenny. I think he's coming back. Oh, hi. Oh, hi, Kenny.
Hi. The neck gear really failed me there. I was like, what the fuck?
I was wrapping up. I was about to sign off.
We back, bitches. All I'm saying is that with Turner coming back around, and if we can get Real Muto to take it up a little bit, then Schwarber is the most curious case I've ever seen of a fucking MLB player. 36 singles, 33 home runs. That's a wild fucking stat.
I just said to somebody the other day, I was like, you think about what this team's missing, right? They're missing JT, basically. JT's not himself at the plate. Trey Turner was missing for most of the season at the plate.
Yeah.
Bryce Harper, his power has been missing at the plate so recently, which is coming back, which is huge. Rhys Hoskins, completely not even on the team, completely missing that. Schwarber batting 180. Like,
do you think Hoskins can come back?
Yeah, I do.
I hear a lot of people rumbling about how he shouldn't come back.
Well, are they talking about for the team's sake or for his sake?
Team.
If he came back as a DH, I don't think it would be a big deal.
They're like, you're not going to be able to catch up to the fastball.
Oh my god, dude! Here's the problem. Here's the biggest problem with him coming back. Schwarber would have to play left field.
Why?
Because Rhys would have to DH.
Oh, yeah, duh, Kenny.
So that's a problem.
Bro, I've seen Kyle Schwarber quit on more balls, and not quit because it's just he quits because he's fat, and he's like, I'm not running this ball.
Yeah, it's the fat guy quit. Yeah,
yeah.
Like once it gets past him, he's like, all right, he's gonna make it to second, so I'm just gonna do just enough till.
Yeah, I'm trotting.
Yeah,
when it hit the dude,
the one that hit the corner, and the one that hit the corner, he was running into the deep corner, and he saw that thing hit the cutoff, and he was like, "Come the fuck!"
Yeah, he literally went like this. So
he's brutal in outfield. It sucks. I wish he was better, but he's just not.
I mean, he gets on his. I'm not even a stats guy, you know that, but like his OBS is pretty fucking good.
Oh no, I'm talking about his fielding.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, like, it is extremely frustrating. You're either going to get a pop up, a K, a walk, or a homer. Those are your four options.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But I mean, he's by far the worst left fielder. Like,
in the MLB for sure.
Yeah, in all of baseball, like it's not even close.
And AAA, and AA, and single A, and fucking unit ball.
Yeah, if we use my favorite stat of all time, defensive runs saved, he is minus 16.
How many?
Minus 16.
That's a fucking great stat. That's a great stat. Oh, you know what happens when you have a kid? You start drinking coffee. I've done it. I do it now. I do an espresso shot, and I dump it into like a Premier Protein. I don't know if you've ever had one of them things. And I just chug that bitch. I don't even think twice. I fucking make it in my kitchen, and I fucking chug it.
Oh, I drink coffee every day, like 3 or 4 cups.
I don't like hot coffee. I don't get how people do it. Kudos to you. I hate it.
I love it.
I want it. Like if I wanted to wait, I wouldn't fucking have it. You know what I mean?
Who do you think has the most defensive runs saved on the Phillies?
And that's only outfields, right?
No, it's everybody. It's all fielders. It's defense. So it's like the run saved. Like
Alec Bohm.
It has to do with range.
Boomy.
It has to do with range and fielding percentage and errors and all that stuff.
Boom.
You think Bohm has the best?
I don't know. I honestly don't even. I know it's not Turner. It's probably not Bohm. It's Stott. He's made some fucking hell of a nice plays.
It would be Stott, but someone else who has less innings is ahead of him. Rojas.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because the dude just chases balls down.
He almost caught that one today.
I know, that was insane. That ball was fucking smoked.
I mean, if you actually think about them, they are pretty shitty defensively.
They're not amazing.
No. I mean, they're middle pack. They're average. I mean, Stone's terrible fielder. I don't care what anyone says. That fucking guy can't field.
You know, Bohm again is a minus 14.
Yeah, that's nuts.
He's just not good in the field. Like I mean, people want to argue me. It's fine. I know Jay is one of them. Like he's Alec Bohm is average in the field, man.
Yeah, but he can only get better. Is the whole point.
That's not even true. Like, okay, so he set the bar so low that it's now he's gonna be good now.
No, it's just called fucking aging. That's what it's called. You just become better.
You don't get better when you get older. You get worse.
No, he's still
he's
young.
in his prime. He's
exactly.
In his prime. I'm mostly fucking around. Like I like Alec Bohm. I just don't think that. Like if someone tries to argue that he's a good / elite fielder, like you're out of your mind. You're just out of your mind.
Well, yeah. I mean, also, can we stop with this? Like, Eagle safety Reed Blankenship has a chance to be the next big thing. Yawn, snooze. They all can't be the next big thing. Someone's gonna not do well.
No, he's gonna be fine though.
I agree, but like these people are fucking like we have like the fucking 85 Bears behind us. They're going to not all be great. It's how it works.
I just don't. I mean, I need to see some games. I need to see some football. I need to understand what they're doing. They got these new coordinators. Like everybody's acting like it doesn't matter. I do not agree with that. I need to see some football.
Did you hear about Jose Alvarado?
What about it?
Okay, so I saw Bryce Harper wearing this necklace today, and I was like, "That's a fucking beat it necklace." I mean, one of his kids had to have made it for him, right? Like that was my initial thought.
Yeah, I saw it.
So I'm scrolling, and I come across this post on Twitter. Scott Fransky says Jose made this necklace while on the IL. He's making more for his teammates. Harper was wearing one earlier today. So this guy brought out his fucking bedazzling bead gun and was making. That's why you can't fuck around with the Phillies, right?
Dude.
Because they shouldn't have won tonight. They just shouldn't have won tonight. And days that they shouldn't win, they win. And days that you're like, they should sweep the Nationals out of the fucking building. They'll fucking fart up a noise there. They never beat the Braves, right? But then they're gonna beat them in a postseason series, best of 5, which is
they're gonna
smoke.
They're gonna smoke the fuck out of Strider. Like what?
Yeah,
what
fuck
is that?
That fucking pussy too. But seriously, like this team is. I don't know. I don't know if they win a World Series, right? And I'm not talking about this year or in general. It's fucking hard. You know what I mean?
It is hard.
And I don't know if they'll go back this year as much as, you don't want to hear that, but like it's very fucking hard to go back again.
Yeah, I don't think they do. I think this year they're going to win the first round and then they're going to lose to the Braves in the second round. That's what I think.
I agree with you. 100%. And I don't know
because the Braves are that mostly because the Braves are that good.
They are that good.
They're on like legendary pace right now. Like for everything, not like record or anything. Like I think they've already hit the most home runs ever in this amount of games, like ever.
Did I tell you this Ricky Henderson stat, or I might have just sent it to my father-in-law?
No, I don't think I know.
All right, I got. So when I search on my iPhone,
yeah.
How come when I search the messages and I type in, like, for instance, Mr. James, that's what he's on my phone as. How come it doesn't fucking come up? Like it doesn't pull up his text box.
I don't know.
It fucking drives me nuts. Anyway, Ricky Henderson stole 1,406 bases during his big league career. You ready for this?
Okay.
No active player is within 1,000 of that total.
Do you remember Ricky Henderson or no?
Oh, yeah. I mean, very much the end. Very much the end. But even at the end, he was fucking quick.
Yeah, like he was just so Like the catchers didn't sometimes most of the time didn't even throw to second.
I don't know what started the conversation. Like you ever sit there with like your father-in-law and like you're by yourselves and you're like, you're drumming up shit. You know what I mean? And
Oh yeah,
somehow like he's like a Pirates fan from back because he grew up there, right? You know what I mean? He's Phillies, but he still roots.
Yeah.
And we were talking about those like good Pirates teams, and then we just started rattling off like old players, and somehow I've been talking about Henderson with him for a while, and like every time I see a stat, I'm like, fuck, this dude was the real fucking deal, man. Ricky Henderson was the man.
Elite,
So
dude.
fucking good.
Like just insane level of elite.
And I don't even really know. Like he's in the Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know what his batting average was. Was it good?
He was a good hitter. He was a contact hitter though.
So
You know
no
what I mean?
power.
I wouldn't say none. I wouldn't say no power. I mean, I think, but he didn't. He wasn't a home run hitter by far. He would have like 15 homers or 20 homers. Like that was the cap for
He
Ricky
had
Henderson.
297.
Here, yeah, 297 career homers in 25 years, but he was a career 279 batting average.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty good.
It's pretty fucking good. And he was the MVP. He won MVP once, 1990.
Yeah, I mean he was. I mean, yeah, I remember him towards the end there, like with Toronto, Seattle, and all those.
See, I remember the Oakland days.
Of course you do.
Yeah, because I'm old. But like he was just ridiculous. I can't believe like if you look back, I obviously don't remember these days, but he's got years where he had over 100 stolen bases, dude.
I know. I'm looking at that.
100.
He. I mean, he did 30 home runs again for Seattle in one season. I mean, that's pretty good.
30's good.
Yeah, it's fun, man. I don't know. How can you? I'm glad baseball's back. For me at least. Like, how can you not be romantic about baseball? And I think what I've done is I've now allotted baseball to take up my Sixers time. I'm not fucking doing it. I mean, we'll watch because we're kind of obligated in some weird podcast world. We're obligated for it. But, like, Jason's been right, man.
About what?
Basketball is just kind of fraudulent.
I've been feeling that way for a long time. I'll tell you, like it started for me, and I mean this sounds like a boomer take, I think a little bit, but it started for me when LeBron had that TV show.
The Decision?
Yeah. That started it for me. Like that's when I realized that's when I started to be like, wow, basketball is a soap opera.
I also didn't like that the league got involved with that Lakers trade.
Yeah.
So, like, and I also don't like that the league always is involved in the shit, man. Like the Sixers, Jerry Colangelo.
So when was the decision? That was 2010, I think, right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
So yeah, and I mean that's about right? Because that's when the team started to become like. And listen, maybe it was like this before. I don't know, but that's when it started to become outwardly like, oh well, I want to play with that guy, and I'm gonna go play with that guy, and I'm gonna go win in Miami. Like I don't know.
You get guys that are like, what's up with all these people, super teaming, and then like 3 years later they're like, I want to go play with so and so because you realize. It's fucking it's there's no other way to do it because everyone's teaming up. And also, I thought about something, and I am constantly a flip-flopper with LeBron and how I feel about him. You know what I mean? Like, is he the GOAT? Is he better than MJ? Is he this and is he that?
I go through the same shit.
And I noticed something that someone said that has my interest, and it says Steph Curry has 4 NBA championships in the LeBron era. And if LeBron really was the motherfucking GOAT, no one would have more than 2, in my opinion. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard to. I don't know.
It's a fair talking point, at least, to
It
say
is.
that.
No, it is. It makes me think. It makes my
Yeah,
brain. It makes me think about it, for sure.
and you can say basketball is a team sport. It's not an individual sport, and it doesn't help that KD jumped over there for two of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But he had Kyrie.
Yeah, which
He had.
some would argue means nothing, but
I still think he's a hell of a basketball player. I mean, he's a fucking lunatic. Don't get me wrong. There's no reason that Miami shouldn't have won more championships either. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't help that Chris Bosh got hurt, but that was always the thing, you know? Like, I don't know. I feel like if he would have won one with his original stint with Cleveland, you could argue, like, because he took that fucking YMCA team to the finals. But then again, like, I look back to that and, like, that East was weak.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then they dumped in. Was that David Robinson still?
But like, listen, didn't Hakeem Olajuwon win? Yeah, he did. I just looked it up. So Hakeem Olajuwon won 2 in the Michael Jordan era.
Yeah, two's okay.
Shaquille O'Neal won 3
How many does LeBron have? 5
on the back end.
Yeah, I mean, there's levels to it. How many does LeBron have? 5.
I think he has 5. I'd have to check that.
Here,
5 feels right to me.
If say Seth Curry wins 2 more and gets
4.
6,
It's 4.
he has the same number as Curry.
Yeah, it's 4.
Pretty soon, if Curry outpaces LeBron,
but the problem is though, like LeBron is more physical, and LeBron. I think LeBron's a better athlete than Steph Curry.
I'm not taking any of that away. I agree with you, but is
it all about championship count?
It has to be. It's a big part of it. If you're talking GOAT,
it's a big part of it.
I'm not saying it's 100%.
He's also a 4-time MVP.
I get it. How many has Curry got? 2 or 3?
2.
If Curry outpaces him, every LeBron James
here's
argument it goes out the door.
Steph Curry is probably the greatest shooter ever.
Whoa. JJ Redick would like to say something.
Okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, Steph Curry is probably going to be the greatest shooter ever. So
no, I agree.
So you're kind of it's like 1A B C D. Like, it's so hard to differentiate between these guys. And like, you'll have people say LeBron James, like Michael Jordan wasn't as good, because he had other people around him. Like, these guys, they all have guys around them. Like,
yeah, no, that's a silly argument.
That's a weird argument, right?
All right, let's put this thing to bed.
All right, yeah, we're getting deep.
So what? Next week will be the same thing, kind of a mishmash, because I don't believe Hurts is going to play. So we'll mishmash a little podcast together. How long are we at? Because I cut out. What's it say on it?
We're at 123. So next week we'll shoot the shit. We'll talk about the Phillies. We'll talk about the Eagles. We'll talk maybe a little Sixers. Flyers are still on the back burner. No idea. They're kind of incognito.
I still say that the Flyers are above the Sixers, though. And if you're not there, get there.
We'll see.
Are you going to put meaningful minutes into the Sixers this year? Seriously.
In October? No.
That's what I'm saying. You'll heavy watch come like March.
I'll be interested in by December.
But don't tell me they don't break your heart. Not even break. They can't even possibly break my heart anymore. It's not even a thing.
We'll see.
The Toronto series broke my heart. That was it.
I should take this clip right now because I'll probably need it later. All right, so we'll be back next week. We'll shoot the breeze, whatever. Eagles roundtable on Tuesday, September 5th.
How many people is that going to be?
It's going to be a lot.
I fucking hate podcasts like that. I fucking hate it.
All right, well then we could slot them.
No, it's fine. I'll suck it up.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be like 5 or 6 people. It's not gonna be crazy.
I want to get everyone in a room.
That's hard, man.
Get everyone in a room and throw a fucking alligator in the room, and we podcast with this fucking thing trying to chomp us up.
Oh god, we have to hammer out the technical difficulties before we do a live show.
Or a kangaroo, a pissed off kangaroo.
Yeah, those kangaroos are fucking jacked, dude.
How funny would it be to just fucking shit. Just saying. And this is what goes on in Richard Scary's little brain.
Good Lord. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
In the alley, you got Nola comb in your hair.
Go Phils.
Go Phils, baby.